it is weigh-in. I'm on my own. Catherine has been practicing her CBT homework, and she did something absolutely amazing today, which you will see. I mean, I filmed a what we eat in a day today as well, so you'll see this in the film, but she's driven a motorway for the first time in daylight in 2 years. I say motorway, it's dual carriageways, but it's roads that she just would not go on at all. And now she's very, very achy and tired, and I think it was a lot of build up to this drive, and then afterwards it's just worn her out. But I'm so happy because I just feel her world getting bigger and bigger and bigger the more she does. I also understand how hard it is for her to do that, and I know some of you do too. So you have me. Viewer's choice, where is it? If you can hear any noise, it's Heidi. She's playing with her cat tower. The viewer's choice was chicken and leek from the Take 5 book. And I made it, I did make it, and it just did not work. It involved fromage frais, the fromage frais split, even though I had it out of the fridge for a while, because having it out of the fridge for a while and bringing it to room temperature should prevent it splitting. Anyway, it just did not work. I did not have the time to make it again, so you haven't seen that one. I'm really sorry. This is only the second recipe that I've not been able to, well, the other one was the roulade, which Kath tried but didn't manage to do it. So it's very, very rare that we go, oh, sorry. The winner for last week's viewer's choice is the lemon chili chicken, by quite a long shot actually. And I'm going to make that after I film this. That will be filmed. And it's recommended that obviously you can have what you want with it. You can have rice, you can have vegetables. It recommends the cashew pilau rice. That's another recipe within the book, so I'm also going to make that. Because I really like these. I don't get to eat them really, even though I think you can have 15 as a healthy extra B, but these are for the recipe, which calls for 30. The week has been, it's been all right. I think we had a bit of a wobble on Wednesday, which turned into a flexi day. We've done a lot of running around over the last few weeks, and I think Kath and I are both quite tired. Star Week arrived for me as well, so I had a good 3 days, I think, where I was just really, really hungry and eating and eating and eating. 2 of those days definitely on plan. One of those days almost on plan, but called it a flexi. Also then, for the latter part of the week, I wasn't writing things down, and I could feel myself slipping, I think. So when it came to weigh-in, because the Star Week had arrived, and that always flares all of my symptoms. For those who are new to the channel, I have fibromyalgia and ME. Catherine has fibromyalgia. And hormones flare my symptoms. So there was that, and I just did not get up in time for group, which is a little bit frustrating because I wanted to see if the problem of my lost history had been solved. However, I am going to group next Saturday because I want to see if that problem has been solved. Last week I was talking quite a lot about the online option. Was it any good? How did you guys find it? And I knew you all would. You all responded brilliantly, and I learned things. I did not know that members could just switch from group to online and pay £20 a month, and that the £60 3-month block is for non-members. I didn't know that. It all sounds very seamless, going from group to online and then back again from online to group. I have a cat with her claws in my legs. Hold on. Excuse me. Thank you. The thing that I saw as a negative, I know there were a couple of comments about needing to go to group for the social side. To be fair, I don't stay. I'm trying to keep socialising to as much of a minimum as I can do. It would be a shame, but then I do consider you guys to be my group, you know. We both do, Kath and I. We come to weigh in on a Saturday or a Sunday, whenever we get around to filming it. and you guys are our group. And I think I get more feedback from you guys than I do in group anyway. The other negative of being online is apparently you don't get anywhere to write your losses and gains. That is odd given the nature of the website. But I do have my group book and I'll continue writing it in there, although they did make a bit of a mess of it last week. I don't have it here, I don't think, to show you. I think it's still in my handbag. But yeah, I'll carry on writing it down, it's all good. So without Kath talking, I'm sure you guys have already noticed, this video is a lot shorter. Bless her. She just needs to rest and recover from the excitement, I think. Because you guys know that one day Kath and I want to get a camper van and travel and vlog and take you guys with us through the vlogging. So her getting back into driving is something she really wants to do. So let's start with Catherine's. This was her board last week. Catherine did gain. I don't think that our little wobble on Wednesday justified this gain, to be fair. But she gained £1.50, which means that she is back to 2 stone. So she still has her 2 stars. Wow, her board really does spit out the stars. Okay. Yes, £1.50 gain, which is, it's a shame really, because not justified. This was my board last week. I weighed at home and my scales are very much in line with the Slimming World scales. And I have gained £1, so I'm just taking one of those off there. I do tend to gain when Star Week happens, and I gained £1, and that doesn't bother me too much because I know that I can get that off next week. And like I said, I'm doing a what we eat in a day, and you'll see how we're doing. I think I need to do more what I eat in a day videos because they really do help me. Equally, I need to do more what I bought and what I sold because that's starting to pick up speed again as well. So keep an eye out for those. Who knew I could talk for nearly 9 minutes? Huh? Kath knew, she knew. Right, viewer's choice. Kath's not here, so I get to choose. Yay. Slimming World, comfort zone. Maybe it's the hormones. Maybe it's the fact that Kath is currently resting on the sofa and I feel that a little bit of comfort is needed. Maybe it's the fact that we've just been so busy. And some of these recipes are very much kind of throw in the pot and let it go recipes, which is appealing right now. Okay, so I'm going to read you, as always, 3 recipes. I'll let you know what they are and how many sins are in them, and you comment down below and you let me know which ones you want to see made. So the first one is 2.5 sins a serving, and it's Korean meatballs. We all love meatballs in this house, so this should give a bit of a different spin on it. It's spicy. It involves mince of 2 different kinds, ginger, garlic, spring onions, water chestnuts. Oh, I love water chestnuts. Soy sauce. It says Thai red curry paste if you cannot find this paste, which I cannot say, but have a look. That one there. Do you see that? I don't know how to say that. Gochujang paste. Equally, I don't recognise it as something I've seen. So it might be Thai red curry paste. There's also, ooh, listen to the sauce, soy sauce, apricot jam, rice vinegar, garlic, ginger, more paste, corn flour. That's recipe number 1, Korean meatballs. Okay, recipe number 2, a little bit of a throw it in the pot one. It's this one, beef and ale casserole. This is 1 sin per serving, or 4 sins for all of it. I like to know how many sins for all of it, just in case, you know. It is a slow cooker recipe, but there are also instructions for how to do it without a slow cooker if you don't have one. And it says at the top of the recipe, close your eyes and you can almost see the cosy country pub and feel the heat of the crackling fire, slow cooked to perfection. Low sins, it's beef and ale casserole. That's choice number 2. And the third and final choice is this one. What is that, I hear you ask? I'll let you know when I turn the book round. Didn't want to get it wrong. Chunky chicken chili with green salsa. Now I'm sure for the vegetarians, the chicken could be replaced with meat replacement chunks. This is done in the slow cooker. Again, it can be done in the pan if you don't have a slow cooker. Maybe if you're doing the vegetarian version as well, to do it in the pan. So this has chicken, onion, peppers, celery, your basic kind of salsa-y items as well. It's sin-free. And it says that if you don't serve it with rice, then it will be an SP meal for those of you looking at doing SP. So I'm going to recap because I feel like I've talked a lot. Recipe number 1, Korean meatballs. I haven't got calf here to go 1. 2.5 sins per serving. 10 sins for all of it. Recipe number 2, beef and ale casserole, which is 1 sin per serving. And recipe number 3, chunky chicken chili with green salsa. So you choose which recipe you'd like to see from this book that I've just showed you, and we will make it for you, film it for you, and eat it for you. But right now, I'm going to be making your choice from last week. So I think that's all I have to say for now. I will be going to online weigh-ins once I've been to group to find out if the problem with my history has been fixed. And I'm doing that because group needs to calm down. There's way too much up in the air with group. There's too many consultants coming in, there are mistakes being made, and I completely and utterly believe in Slimming World as a plan. It's worked for me before, it'll work for me again. But the last time it worked for me, it was one consultant, a very good consultant, and there was continuity and it just worked. Whereas since we've had so many consultants coming in, it's just not working in terms of the, I guess, the admin side of things. So I will be going online. I'll pay for a month and then I'll go back to group and see how it's doing. And if it's still up in the air, then I'll pay for another month. So that's it for this week. This week I have more recipes in mind. I don't feel I've done many last week. I'm definitely going to carry on writing my food down all the way through the week, and I just have a good feeling we're going to be fine this week, and I hope that everybody else is fine as well and that you're all doing well. Many thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Hello, Heidi. Fine. Mrs., do you mind? I'm talking to people here. Although it's nice to have company here. Heidi always wants to make an appearance, don't you, Minky? So yes. Do not chase the stars. Don't chase the stars. They're not for you. They're not yours. They're not yours. Okay. Turn around. That's rude. What's this? If you're going to be there, turn around. I do tend to game when Star Week happens. Minky! Sorry about that. The cat decided she'd had enough.